everybody she knew dogged men, or men was dogging them. So she don't know what that is. She never had that example. She didn't know what to look for. So she just kept going after the bums. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Ashley J's. And for those of you who don't know me, I am Ashley J. And I want to say thanks for coming back to my return subscribers. Okay. Welcome back. So I'm really happy, as you can tell. I'm really happy that you're here to chat with me. And today, what we are going to talk about, it might be a little touchy for some of you, but today what we're going to talk about is you just pushed him away. So before we dive into it, make sure you like and share this video, subscribe to the channels, and hit the notification bell so you know the next time that I drop a new video. Okay, y'all. So we always hear about men pushing good women away. But what about when the roles are reversed? What about when a woman pushes a good man away? What happens then? Okay, so I'm going to answer that question. Why will a woman push a good man away? There are so many reasons why, but I only picked a handful of reasons why a woman would do that. And please know that this is not a conclusive list, but this is a list of from what I've seen, what I experienced, and what I know to be true. Okay. So the first thing I want to say is if a woman pushes a man away, you have to think about her mentality. That's the number one thing. You gotta think about her mentality, because her mentality will show you why she would do something like that. So first thing is, he didn't mean anything to her. He didn't. If she was able to push a good man away, he didn't mean anything to her. But I think I'm gonna stop there and I'm gonna let y'all know what exactly is a good man, because maybe you don't know. So, what a good man is someone who is going to love and take care of you, someone who keeps a job, or maybe is even in their career, someone who has goals set for his life, someone who is willing to include you in the goals because they see the value in you, and someone who is hit let's see, how do I want to say this, someone who knows how to treat a woman, someone who has his head on straight, and is about his business, and is always going to include you in on the whatever his business is. Okay. And somebody who's not playing games with you. That's the other thing. That's a big thing. He's not playing games with you. He's being straight up and honest with you about everything. He's not playing games with you. So, a woman that pushes all of that away, he didn't mean anything to her. She saw a meal ticket. Um she saw somebody that would fix a need that she had for the moment. I can attest to this because there was a point in my life where there was a point in my life where I just was doing me, and I did not care about what type of guy you were. You were just somebody that was being added to the playbook. You were somebody that was added to the roster. So I didn't see your value because I wasn't looking for it. My eyes were on you satisfying whatever need I had at that moment. Could have been sexual. It could have been, like I said, just somebody to add on to the roster. It could have been to prove a point to myself that I was able to bag somebody like that. It didn't matter what you were at that time. It didn't matter. I didn't care. That's not where my mind was. My mind was on one of those things. So That guy, if I came across a good guy before I met my husband, he didn't matter to me. I didn't care anything. He didn't mean anything to me. What do you mean? I don't care that you're a good guy. I don't want to do all of that stuff that you're talking about. Like, no, this is what I need you to do. And that's it. And I know that sounds real terrible, but it's the God's honest truth. That is that's how I was. Now, I was not a gold digger. I was not someone who was after people for their money. But what I did want, um, is if I was bored, take me out. Something to that extent. Okay. So I just used them. I used whatever guy that was. And that's what most women do that live in this type of mindset. All you got to do is open up social media and you'll see it. That's what they do. That is what they do. And it makes me upset because I'm like, dang, I used to be just like that. That is what they do. Use you so they don't need you anymore. And then off you go. So she doesn't see the value in him. All right. And then the next thing is, well, this is going along with what I just said, but she didn't see the value in him until he was gone. So nothing hurts more than when you have that good guy that is like really vying for your attention, and until you throw him out to the curb or he just gets tired of trying to get your attention and moves on to somebody else, and then you see him with somebody that appreciates the value that they added to his life, to their life, that thing hurts because you be like, dang, he was going to do all that. He was going to do all that for me. Man, I done messed that up. And then you try to, you know how we do. You try to go up to him like, hey, what's going on? How you been? Yeah, I see you with old, what's her name? What's up? How you doing? Then he ain't got no rap for you because he's not paying you no mind anymore. So that is what happens when you see that somebody that was valuable and could have been helpful to you move on to somebody else, and they're not checking for you no more. And then you sit up there looking crazy. So she doesn't see the value in him until he's gone. Next thing is, there was no example set for her to know what a good man is. This is why I stopped to tell you what a good man is. Because if you don't know, then you fall right into this category. So there was no example. She never seen her mother with a good man. She never seen any woman in her family with a good man. Everybody she knew dogged men, or men was dogging them. So she don't know what that is. She never had that example. She didn't know what to look for. So she just kept going after the bums because that's all she knew were bums. She didn't have the example. You don't know anything about anybody if you don't have the example. It's like if you're somebody who grew up like that and you watch TV and like you see these good guys in movies and shows and you're like, man, that's just on TV. That's not for real. But it can be very real if you knew what to look for. And if you were in the places where that person was, you don't know unless you get the example. And then that it's like for me, excuse me, it's like for me with the Cosbys. I never I I didn't know this type of couple except for on TV. So they were like the dream couple. Um and it was something like, man, I wish I seen somebody like that, or I knew of people. I didn't have that in my household. I didn't have Bill and Claire. I didn't have them, or not Bill, Heathcliff. Heathcliff and Claire. I didn't have that in my household. So I didn't know that the example of what a good relationship looked like. That was just something on some fantasy world that I wish I knew existed, but little did I know that was just TV. But there are good, healthy relationships. They just present differently. Okay, so the next step is, or the next item is, she's selfish. So maybe you are somebody who is the exact opposite of all of that. You are somebody who knows what a good man looks like. And you don't care. You're just selfish. You just want what you want, and that's it. You're done. You don't need them anymore. Hey, good for you if that's what you want to do. But we are answering the question about, why would you let somebody like that go? Because you're just being selfish. You're all about yourself and not that other person, that person that could add value to your life. You don't care nothing about them. You know what you want, and what you want is whatever that thing that you want from them. I don't know what it is. That's personal. That's for you. But that's what you're just selfish. You just want it like that. You don't care nothing. You don't care anything about them. You just want it that way. And then also, a woman's been used and abused, and now what she's doing is just the same. So a lot of times, we can be in relationships, and every person that we're with, every man that we're with, all he did was use us for whatever reason. He just used us. Maybe you had your own place, so he used you for your place. He used you for your money. He used you for your kindness. You just been used. So now what you doing is, I'm taking control, and I'm going to do the same thing that these men been doing to me. I'm gonna do it to them. Anybody, I did that. Anybody else, can you say that you did that? I did that. I did that. I'm like, I'm gonna treat y'all just like you treat me. I don't care what kind of person you are. I'm treating you just like you treated me. And I don't care anymore. I don't. I'm done. I'm sick and tired of of this. I'm done. So I'm taking control, and I'm gonna throw it right back at you. The other thing is, her identity is lost. If you don't know who you are, then you don't know what you should have. I like that. If you don't know who you are, then you don't know who you should what you should have. So if your identity is lost, then what's good for you is going to be lost also. You're gonna operate from what feels good, but not exactly what is good. So you don't know who you are. You don't know what kind of person you should let in your life. And that is the sad reality. Until you can understand your identity, then you excuse me, you won't have what is good for you. Think of it like this. You're the queen of a country, and you are not going to be with someone who is beneath you. Have you seen a queen um going and being with somebody that was not a royal person? You If your identity is not there, then you're going to accept anything. You are going to accept anything but the right thing. So know your identity. Understand who you are. Understand what you should have, so that you are not that person that's pushing a good man away. And I want to leave you with one scripture, Matthew 7, chapter 7, verse 12. Do to others what you want them to do to you. That's the beginning part of that scripture. Do unto others what you want them to do to you, do for you. So everybody talks about the golden rule. That's the golden rule. So think about that. If you're someone who is pushing good men away, but want to sit there and say, good men are hard to find, consider that scripture. Okay, so if you would please, I would love for you to leave a comment below telling me if you know why a woman would push a good man away. I want to know what you think. Okay, and if you like to further this discussion, please head over to my website. It's ashleyj.com and we will talk about it. Okay, excuse me. Okay, make sure you like and share this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so that you know the next time I drop a new video. All right, guys, until we chat again. Bye.